Welcome to the Butts to Seats podcast, episode number 153.
Ooh.
ECW One Night Stand.
One last time. One night stand, one last time.
2005, because there is more than one night stand, which is part of the reason that this is actually still on Netflix.
Is it a series?
There are a couple one night stand pay-per-views, including one that doesn't have the ECW name at all. So because it is a WWE pay-per-view, they have it.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, because this is a WWE pay-per-view.
Yes.
Technically, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it is fully being promoted by WWE. There is a show on 2 nights before this that is not, that we'll chat a little bit about. But
oh.
Yeah, I did laugh, though, that this show actually was available if we wanted to watch it, but we had the live version because the first ECW episode we did, the timing of it was kind of because the WWE Network was going away and turning into Peacock.
Oh my god, yeah.
So it's weird that it's like, oh yeah, the last actual ECW show we had a hard time with because it wasn't on Peacock anymore.
Yeah. Huh.
So strange times in the world of streaming and wrestling.
Yeah, for real.
But Emily, welcome to ECW One Night Stand. It took place on June 12th, 2005 from the Hammerstein Ballroom in New York City.
I've heard nothing but good things about this show. Like, genuinely, all the hype around it. Like, genuinely, all the hype around it is just positive. Like, everyone is just glowing about this show. Yeah,
I forget if I've cut it or not, but I'm like, this is going to be among the best 3 shows we, review in our time.
We really need to do a podcast after this podcast where we just talk about great wrestling, because we have just been in the trenches for 5 years.
Do you want to get annoyed about something?
Oh, sure. That sounds on brand for us.
Do you want to guess the average ticket price for this?
I don't.
It is 3 digits, but that's the average. As of right now, I think the get-in price to WrestleMania is
4 digits.
Probably thereabouts.
Jesus. It just makes me sad, man. Like, ticket prices, I could go on and on about TKO and capitalism and greed, whatever. I'm going to say that the average ticket price was like $250.
$193.
Fuck you. Are you serious? Fuck you. I hate being alive right now.
Oh, Emily, we were wrong about the get-in price for Mania, but that's probably also because it dropped significantly because no one's buying tickets.
Because no one can afford it.
Yeah, now to get in, you want to sit way high up in row 3. It's $341, which actually might not even be the lowest.
That's not bad.
$365 for the 2-day ticket is now the lowest.
Damn. But that's like nosebleeds.
Yes, that is section 406.
Jesus.
Yeah, keep in mind, we're also comparing average price to lowest price.
Yes, that's true.
But as far as pay-per-view buys go, because that's kind of the big determining factor here, what WWE cares about, this show did 325,000 buys, which is more than triple any original ECW show.
Really?
Yeah.
Triple? Damn.
They never broke 100,000.
Really?
Yeah.
That's shocking to me. They have such a cult following and like such a devoted fan base.
Yeah, there's one that claims it got like 99,000 buys. So I'm like, all right, but
damn.
For the sense of scope of what that means for the other shows, WrestleMania 2 months prior did 1.09 million buys. But that's okay. WrestleMania.
Yeah, that's Mania.
Judgment Day, the SmackDown pay-per-view before this, did 220,000 buys.
Damn.
Vengeance after this show, the Raw brand show, did 420,000 buys. But that also had a weird instance of the time of both world titles were on the line because John Cena and Dave Bautista were both on Raw due to the weird draft rules.
Okay.
So this is up there with any of them. It's doing better than the fucking SmackDown show.
I mean, yeah, that's not bad.
But how did we get to this show existing?
Yeah, so do you have like a ton of backstage notes how we got here?
I have a little bit.
Yeah. The
story is more or less told in the same Cliff Notes version by everybody.
Because this is 4 years after the last show we just did.
Yeah, 4.5.
4.5, geez. 4.5 years.
So, due to licensing rights and bankruptcy court, WWE starts the invasion without all the rights to ECW, even though they think they have them, because Paul Heyman's like, oh, yeah, I have them, totally, it's fine.
Because Paul Heyman's bad at business.
But then, oh man, because you were promoting it, now it's worth so much more money. It's so crazy.
Oh my God. Paul Heyman is just not good with money.
So around this time is kind of when everybody backstage got bored because the product wasn't good, and they're like, let's put out some like good DVD collections of things to tell good stories. Because like, oh yeah, we have this whole tape library. So I don't know how much they were just putting out shows, but they were like, hey, here's a whole thing about why Ric Flair is like a really big deal. And in that, they did the rise and fall of ECW. Oh. And apparently it sold extremely well, even for like everything they had at the time.
Really?
So Rob Van Dam was looking at these numbers and going, why don't we do like a one-off reunion show?
Yeah.
Like, well, these guys aren't doing anything. So he goes to Vince, and Vince is like, huh, it's a good idea. No one had thought of it before, apparently.
Really?
Like, that's the simplistic version told, but it was like oh yeah, I guess I can make money with that.
Yeah, Vince. Yeah, you could.
Because Rob notes, like, I do stuff in my match, and I would get ECW chants, like, so people still kind of care.
Yeah, I mean, we say it's 4.5 years later, but, like, that following was so cult. Like, we still hear ECW chants. It's 2026. Like, that fan base is still there, and they're still very prominent.
No, but see, they're chanting for, like, Abraham Washington and Yoshitatsu and DJ Gabriel.
I'm sure that's a niche reference that I don't
That was
understand.
all people who were in WWE ECW in, like, 2009.
I don't know any of those names. How did you just pull those names out of your ass? Your encyclopedic brain baffles me daily.
So for this show, Tommy Dreamer helped book talent from original ECW because he is the guy who had everybody's phone numbers, I guess. And Paul Heyman was put in charge of, like, creative for this show. So this was built mostly on Raw in, like, some segments. There was a little bit of SmackDown crossover. But, yeah, there was, like, a segment here and there. It was not a well-advertised pay-per-view.
Huh. It's really niche. I'm not surprised. It's kind of hard to, like, build storylines into a niche reunion show like this.
Yeah, but, like, it would be, like, one segment on Raw would be around this show. And they're like, well, you know, we're focused on vengeance.
That's what I'm saying. Like, all the storylines in this show are so kind of one-off. Like, there's no build that you can do to this. Like, it's a reunion.
Yeah. But if you want a show with less build that's also a reunion, take a look at Hardcore Homecoming. So this is Shane Douglas's ECW tribute show because they didn't want to hire him. And he's like, well, this is kind of my legacy now. So So he and Todd Gordon, the original ECW owner, put on a show at the ECW Arena 2 nights before this show. And it wasn't released live. It was not a pay-per-view. They taped that show and then put it out on DVD a couple months later. Like I want to say like November or December.
Okay.
And because of that, they used music that they got away with on the night and then had to kind of work around on the DVD release.
Oh, so they did like the original music, but then when they went to like print it, copyright.
Yeah, it's an interesting quality show because it very much feels like a 99 or 2000 ECW show. Like, I almost feel like if we put that on right after, like, you wouldn't have blinked.
Right after...
Guilty as Charged.
Guilty as Charged. Okay.
Yeah, it feels very much in the vein. However, the production is worse. Like, the audio is terrible throughout, including they have a looping crowd kind of noise thing going, especially during the bits where there's music playing they can't do. Mm-hmm. And in that audio loop, you know, like just crowd noise, there's someone fucking whistling. So every time it loops, you hear the same whistle each time. No. It's bad.
Oh, I would hate that.
Like, not
it
like
wasn't Bill Alfonso.
No, it's not Bill Alfonso. Okay. Just someone in the crowd, just like that, like cheer whistling.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
You just hear it constantly throughout. And half the promos, you like, can't hear what anyone's saying at any point. That said, there is actually a lot of talent that happen to be on both shows because a lot of the talent on this show is not signed to WWE. They are signed for this one night.
Oh, okay. So they're all kind of contracted performers.
Yeah, there are some guys who are clearly on the roster, but a lot of the guys you think like Sandman is not signed full time at this point. Oh, because they are not planning the relaunch here. This is still planned as a one-off.
Oh, so they haven't planned WWE CW yet?
No, next year is the launch for that.
Okay.
So they kind of see how this goes and go, oh, this did well.
Yeah,
and let's
do it again.
So the people who appear on both shows is Joey Styles, Joel Gurtner, Mikey Whipwreck, Tracy Smothers, The Blue Meanie, Roadkill, Danny Doring, Kid Cash, Axel Rotten, Just Incredible, Sandman, Sabu, and making a surprise appearance at Hardcore Homecoming is Mick Foley, because his contract was in such a weird flux at the time that I'm like, I was most surprised to see him because I'm like, oh.
What are you doing? Yeah. You're such a WWE guy at this point.
Somebody who was on that show that was not on One Night Stand, famous
Shane
story
Douglas.
here. Well, yes, Shane Douglas, but somebody who was offered to be on this show and he turned it down was Terry Funk.
So he was at Hardcore Homecoming?
Yes. He was mad with what Vince did with ECW, and he's like, I can only do one match this weekend. It's like bodily. I can't do both.
Yeah.
So he agreed to do Hardcore Homecoming, and in a later shoot promo, he's like, I should have taken the money.
Oh, Terry. We keep doing this bit. We gotta stop.
You need a new fee.
Jesus Christ. Oh, poor Terry.
Yeah. So he is on next year's.
But that's not the good one.
It's not a bad one,
No?
but
Okay.
it's a weird one. So I don't foresee us ever reviewing Hardcore Homecoming, honestly. I think there's kind of a weird version up on YouTube that I don't know if it's the legal one, but maybe I'll send it to you. Oh, one thing I forgot about that. It's produced by Shane Douglas and Jeremy Borash.
Oh.
Yeah. Because he also helped produce, there's like a Hardcore Homecoming version of the Rise and Fall of ECW called Forever Hardcore, which they can't really use any footage, so it's like it's weird, and they don't have certain people, so it's kind of a strange one. I'm not the biggest fan, but some people are.
Does Shane Douglas ever go to TNA? Because I'm thinking like Jeremy Borash and Shane Douglas in the same company.
It wouldn't shock me. I can't think of any like notable stuff he would do there, but I can't say no.
Yeah. Okay.
But Emily, with all that, you ready to get into our main show of One Night Stand?
Yeah. Let's go.
We jump right into the Hammerstein Ballroom and open with the crowd chanting ECW. Then the theme hits, and out comes Joey Styles. Joey almost tears up to Joey chants.
See, this sold me. I was convinced that he was actually being emotional. You were like, oh, it's a work.
I don't know. He also builds up to it. Oh my God.
It's nostalgia.
He welcomes us to ECW One Night Stand, then brings out his broadcast partner, Mick Foley, who comes out to his Cactus Jack theme and wearing a Cactus Jack shirt. Yeah, not here during this segment is Joel Gurtner. He's on the show later. We don't get a Gurtner promo.
No.
Emily, I wrote a Joel Gurtner promo.
Why? What?
Would you like to do this now or when we see Joel Gurtner?
I feel like this is when it would happen in a normal ECW show. You wrote a fucking promo.
I did. I wrote a Joel Gurtner promo, and I workshopped it.
Workshopped
not with people. I didn't just write it. I came back to it once or twice. So I'm Emily. I am texting you a Joel Gurtner style promo.
Yep, I just got it. Oh my God.
No, don't.
I'm not reading it.
Yep.
All
right. So in a fictional world where Joel Gurtner comes out, what would he say, Emily?
All right, I'm going into this fully blind. I haven't even looked at it yet. I just know it starts with well. Okay. Well. It is I, here after 4 years for a one-night stand, 'cause you missed getting hardcore, the quintessential stud muffin, Joel. I'm in a New York state of mind. Jesus Christ. When she lets me hit it from behind. And after you jerk into my sex tape, be sure to be kind and rewind, 'cause she gives me such good head, it blows more than my mind. What the fuck? And I read her clit so well, it was like Braille to the blind, while being watched by Mick for all mankind. Gurtner. Jesus Christ. I read her clit so well, it was like Braille to the blind.
Yeah, I'm proud of that one. Take a good sip of your drink after that.
I kind of wish I read it before I read it.
So I'm glad you
The thing
didn't.
with the Joel promos when I read them is I've heard them once before.
I think, admittedly, you did step on the last line of, while being watched by Mick all of mankind.
Oh, okay. I thought okay. There, yeah. I did fuck that up. It would have been nice to hear it once first. Jesus Christ, Nick. Who are you? Be sure to be kind and rewind. That got me good.
Yeah, because I was like, all right, I started with New York State of Mind, and I went, oh shit, everything needs to rhyme with mind now. Fuck.
I mean, that's a good word to bounce off of.
In the actual show and not this fictional world, we get an original ECW opening package, but admittedly, a lot shorter.
Oh, honestly, a good thing.
Like, this was a proper length. This was not the 5-minute thing.
Exactly. Yeah, the ECW promo, we've said it before, is far too long. It's like the original WCW promo. Remember, that was stupid long, too.
It still is.
Yeah. Not as bad as it originally was, but yes.
But tonight, Destroy All Humans presents ECW One Night Stand.
Yeah, what is Destroy All Humans?
It's a video game.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like THQ's Destroy All Humans. Like, I know the box art. I don't know the game at all.
I guess I'm just like rose-colored glasses sort of a person when it comes to the past. So like current day product, every fucking thing is sponsored. So when I see something sponsored from the past, I'm like, that's weird. That must be something niche. And like have something to do with the company. No, it's just a video game.
I mean, what's the difference between this and Snickers Cruncher?
Sorry, the Lugs boot of the week.
But our first match of the night, it is Lance Storm with a pregnant Dawn Marie versus Lionheart Chris Jericho.
Woo! Oh, I love Chris Jericho in this era. I didn't really notice that Dawn was pregnant. Like, you could tell she was covering up a little bit more, but she wasn't, like, about to pop pregnant.
When Storm comes out, we see a clip of the Impact players from the original ECW, probably partially to explain lore to people who don't know it.
Yeah, probably.
Jericho comes out in a Lionheart vest as a throwback to his time in ECW.
I forgot he was in ECW.
So I have how long some of these guys were in ECW, because
A brisk cup of coffee.
that is a bit of a complaint with this show. Is it is very much a WWE version of things.
I imagine it's worse next year, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Next year, one of the lead SmackDown Crusaders is going to be a member of the ECW roster. And so will the Big Show, because fuck it. But, like, even when we go back to Mick Foley, because they're like, oh my god, ECW legend, it's like, he was there for 16 months. So, little over a year.
And it was before ECW, like, really took off and got crazy, right? It was when it was still a little bit more an indie?
Yeah, but depending on who you ask, as soon as ECW got like, pay-per-view, it's over. That's not ECW anymore.
You're wrong.
Yeah, it's just, there's such weird, like, divides of, it's a new era here. And just,
Don't
yeah,
you Triple H me.
it feels so different year to year in ECW. So, yeah, Foley was there for 16 months. Jericho was there for 6 months.
Jesus. So Foley was there for a cup of coffee. Jericho was there for a shot of espresso.
Yeah, they're among the longer of the WWE people.
Yikes.
On commentary, they note that this is going to be Lance Storm's, like, last match, and it was his last WWE match.
Oh, okay. So this was kind of true. Where does he show up, like, next week?
Oh, not next week. A year or two. He goes to Ring of Honor. I think he does go to be, like, a coach and producer, and then just ends up getting caught up in things, as is very much the style of wrestling.
Yeah. I'm not mad about them going to Ring of Honor. Like, a smaller program or, like, production like that, I'm fine with that.
The two shake hands and lock up and chain wrestle and trade arm drags. We then get She's a Crack Whore chants during a surfboard stretch.
That, like, almost made me nostalgic. Oh.
Jericho hits a drop kick out of the corner, then hits a baseball slide. Joey Styles explains, oh, like the New York Commission requires mats now.
I like that. I think that is such an interesting route around, like, why we aren't as blood and gore, you know, like, we could be worse, we want to be worse, but in order to do what we gotta follow the board, like, villainize a fake human, you know?
Oh my god, I forgot a detail of Hardcore Homecoming.
There's no mats.
So that one's in Philly, and apparently in Philly they're like, all right, you can't do, like, barbed wire stuff.
What?
Per the new commission now or whatever.
Boo.
However, the main event is designed to have barbed wire ropes, so they took an extended break in between the second last match and the last match to like figure out what if they were allowed to do it or not.
They didn't think about it before.
I don't know. Maybe they thought like, oh, we'll just do it, whatever.
Are they talking about like replacing the ring ropes with barbed wire?
Yes.
Yikes! I want to see that.
Yeah, you get a very bloody Terry Funk.
Yeah, that tracks.
Storm sends Jericho into the barricade and then a dropkick in the ring. Storm hits a long delayed vertical suplex during "fuck 'em up, Lance Storm, fuck 'em up" chants.
Again, iconic.
Storm jumps to the top rope on an Irish whip, then dives into a dropkick, which prompts our first fecal chant of the evening. Per Joey and Mick.
It's so silly. Like, they're just saying holy shit or like whatever. The fecal. Ugh. I've never liked that one.
Chris Jericho hits a step up Enziguri and the two trade pins, and then we get like a kind of random Chris Candido chant.
Yeah, why did this
He would have
happen?
died recently. I think it was
Sure.
just people in their feelings about it.
Okay, because I guess it's just like the first match. Like, they just want to get all the chants out and whatever. The crowd is just so happy to be here.
Yeah.
So I didn't really I didn't know if there was like a move that one of these guys did that Chris Candido did a lot. Like, if there was a reasoning behind that chant being prompted.
Jericho hits a tiger suplex, but Storm follows with a leg lariat. Jericho counters a cradle pile driver, but Storm hits a super kick. Jericho drops Storm off the top rope, then into diving back elbow. Lance Storm locks in a Canadian Maple Leaf during a "fuck John Cena" chant.
Yeah, why? Are we in like deep Lol Cena wins territory right now?
He's been the champion for 2 months.
Oh, then no.
I think it's just like Jericho's about to be feuding with John Cena, so it's like this guy is more deserving than John Cena.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Jericho gets out of the Maple Leaf and then wants a wall to Jericho, but Storm blocks it just by grabbing Jericho's legs. It's like, oh,
So this
very
is an
easy.
easily blockable move, I guess.
So Jericho hits a running bulldog, then tries for a lion salt, but Storm gets his knees up. Jericho expects this, so he stops short, grabs the legs, then locks in the walls of Jericho, but Dawn Marie gets on the apron, which allows the sexiest man alive, Jason Knight, and Just Incredible to come down, but Jericho drops the hold, knocks them off the apron.
Hell yeah.
Storm kicks out of a roll-up, sending Jericho into the ropes, where Just Incredible just fucking cracks a kendo stick on Jericho's head.
Does it break?
I don't know, but it sounds like it does.
Sounds like it breaks.
But Storm gets the dirty win for his last match, and commentary's
Boo.
like, that's how you want to win your last match?
And he's such like a technical master too. Like, he's very proud. The fact that he's winning by cheating like that. Ew.
Yeah, but the character of Lance Storm is also a hypocrite.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a very good point.
But admittedly, I'm like, okay, you're telling a story with this, like, that's how you want to win your last match? Guys, we're only doing this tonight. Like, it does kind of create a weird element of tonight of, like, it's a one-night show, but we want to use old stakes and kind of keep them going, but we're not gonna.
Yeah, so this is a standalone show, but you need to have been paying attention to the product prior to this to be here, and we want you to continue to watch the product after this.
Yeah.
But this means nothing. It's very weird.
Yeah, and Vince ain't hiring Just Incredible.
I think he has more of a chance of hiring Just Incredible than Jason Knight.
Yeah.
The fuck is Jason Knight?
He's been on a good amount of these shows. I don't know why he's here. I've never understood why he's here. He's just the guy at ringside, yeah.
He's another one. Like, you put him in a police lineup, I couldn't tell you who he is.
Oh, yeah. Admittedly, though, this was a very good opener to, like, fit the vibe.
Yeah, 100%. This is a really fun opener, and it really does set the energy for the show and, like, kind of brings you back to, like, ECW!
I think it's also a good bridge for people who weren't as familiar with ECW at the time. Like, if you're like, oh, check this out. It's like, okay, it's Jericho and Lance Storm, two guys that, like, you would have seen recently,
That's
but
true.
working a little different style and having the ECW style interference at the end.
Yeah, okay, that's actually a really good point. This is a good entry point for people. So if they did buy the pay-per-view, this one is like, all right, I can do this. Okay, yeah, I like that.
At commentary, Joey and Mick chat about the first match, then pivot to the WWE Invaders yet to come. The top section of the balcony has been reserved for WWE guys.
So
who
why
have
did
vowed...
we even reserve it for WWE guys?
Oh, well, they have tickets, so I guess they bought out the balcony.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
There is a
Yeah.
there's a line from JBL later, just going, "I bought a ticket, you little Mexican."
JBL.
At this time, I am fairly certain JBL is at least 3 beers deep. at this point in the show.
And we haven't even seen him yet.
Yes.
So he's just backstage just cranking beers.
Oh, I found, not in English, I found the episode of Heat that played before this pay-per-view. It was Extreme Heat. I'm like, anything interest here? It's like, nope. No. It's Coach and maybe Cole. I forget who else was there. Just like running through video packages. I was like, oh, any setup or anything? I'm like, doesn't seem like it.
Is JBL on that at all?
No.
Okay, so he has a lot of time to just be getting drunk.
We then go backstage. Pitbull, Gary Wolf throws to an in memoriam package for a very strange list that I actually managed to figure out.
Oh, okay. Who is Pitbull, Gary Wolf? I don't remember that person.
He's one of the Pitbulls. I'm sorry, that's the most I can kind of give you.
Dale.
I don't think
Mr. Worldwide.
I don't think we would have seen him since probably Heatwave 98.
Yeah, I could not remember. I have a t-shirt.
So in this package, we see Rocco Rock, Terry Gordy, Crash Holly, the original Sheik, Mike Lazansky, Pitbull Anthony, who would have been Pitbull Gary's partner, Big Dick Dudley, and Chris Candido. So I was like,
these are all wrestlers that have passed.
That have passed since the end of WCW to before this show. Yeah. So it's the very specific time period.
Yeah.
That's the one thing people are like, oh, you're not going to include this person. This person's like, because it was when ECW was still happening.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Crash Holly's a bit of a weird one here. I looked into this. He had like 4 untelevised matches, but it was just like anybody who was signed for any period of time.
Oh, Crash Holly wasn't in ECW at any point?
Not really.
Wow, that's actually surprising.
Yeah.
That's just one that I would say is a given.
Oh, before we move on from this package, I think I noted last episode, but just going back to Hardcore Homecoming, the differences. Mm. Yeah, that one, they have guys come out, they have a longer list of people, and this is when they have Sunny come out and the crowd chants, show your tits during the segment. And she's like spinning around and happy and jovial, like during like a Chris Candido chant. It's like weird vibes here.
That is weird.
And then the segment gets interrupted by Denny Doring and Roadkill, who feel the need to be heels during the in memoriam segment.
Yeah, what a weird character to play. Sorry, your friends are dead. Fuck them. What?
That said, they get more screen time on that show than this one.
Wow.
We then hard pivot on this show into our second match tonight. It is Tajiri with Mikey Whipwreck and James Mitchell versus Little Guido with the FBI, which is more people than it was last time we saw it.
Yeah. Who are these people?
Notably, Tony Mamaluke is one of them.
Ugh, Tony Marinara.
And then Super Crazy, who just comes out solo.
I think this is going to be the last time that you have to talk about Mikey Whipwreck.
I know, I was thinking that.
Like, for sure last time. Unless we do end up doing some random ECW show at some point, which can't write it off.
Joey reuses an innuendo joke from this show at Hardcore Homecoming. He asked me if an innuendo was an Italian suppository.
Oh my god. That's not even that good of a joke.
Little Guido attacks Crazy from behind, and then Tajiri throws him out of the ring. Crazy hits a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker, and then Tajiri hits a handspring elbow, so Guido counters a tilt-a-whirl into an armbar. Crazy breaks this up with a moonsault and drop kicks the head of Guido, then flips into a drop kick to Tajiri. Mamaluke then trips Crazy, and Little Guido hits a diving Sicilian slice. They brawl into the crowd, and we're like 2 minutes into this match. Super Crazy goes to the second level for a fucking moonsault off the balcony.
Yeah, why? I mean, I think it's just he's trying to get his shit in. Like, we have a very limited amount of time. I need to be a showcase of what I am and what I did and what I want to be. Fuck it, balcony spot.
Yeah, because if I'm not mistaken, he is in the middle of driving a lawnmower to the ring on SmackDown. So he's like, oh, good wrestling? I can do that here?
Yeah. Look what I can do. Look what they're making me do.
Tajiri locks in a tarantula in the ring on Crazy, and then Crazy hits a DA punch spot. Crazy gets tripped in the corner by the FBI and then gets crotched on the ring post. Big Guido comes in to try to powerbomb Tajiri, but Tajiri missed Little Guido on the top rope. Then the Sinister Minister comes in for a running sack tap to Big Guido. Like, he just runs in and just dives and just bah.
The Sinister Minister.
Jesus, seeing him here versus when we just saw him in 97.
He looks so different.
Yeah.
He has less hair. Right? He went more bald, right? Am I making that up?
Oh, sorry. I thought you said he has less hair in 97.
No, he has less hair here.
Yeah. Tajiri kicks Tracy Smothers and then eliminates Little Guido after a top rope whippersnapper from Mikey Whipwreck. And we're done. I have no more notes for Mikey Whipwreck.
That's it? You don't have any more notes about Mikey Whipwreck?
Oh, wait, I have one, but I just called him Mikey.
I feel like we need to do like a Titanic style
No,
My
we're
Heart
good.
Will Go On for Mikey Whipwreck.
Crazy hits a double rope springboard moonsault. Tajiri counters a powerbomb with a tornado DDT. Super Crazy hits a wasteland, then goes for a trio of moonsaults. Mikey shows him off on a third attempt. There's then a slightly awkward moment, so we get a "you fucked up" chant, which I think
Like
is
slightly.
I think it's like our one of the night. I don't think we really get that many.
And I don't even know where they fucked up.
Yeah, it was just like clearly the spot didn't go entirely as designed. So
It was a little clunky. You fucked up. Like, Jesus.
Crazy then powerbombs Tajiri and hits a top rope moonsault for the win in about like 6 minutes. Like
This was not enough time for this.
no, it was good, but it was just so quick and so fast.
I
that-
loved it. I mean,
Yeah.
I love the quick, but when it's the last time that you'll see these people together, probably, like, I want this to go for like 10 minutes at least.
I think the number one note I have that like really like is emblematic of how fast this is. It's like Tajiri locks in a tarantula and then just they go into a 10-punch spot in the corner. Like he just drops it. We have to get next spot, move on. And that's right after the moonsault from the balcony. Just like, all right, get in the ring,
Oh, yeah.
keep going.
The moonsault from the balcony is the one piece of this match that I'm like, we didn't need that. It's just a little weird and out
Yeah.
of place.
It's fun.
It's fun, sure. I'm not mad about it. It's the only piece that I'm like, we didn't need it. But
Yeah. The finish itself, I think, because of the weird timing, just felt a little anticlimactic as well. But when you're rushing, that's going to happen.
that's true.
We then get the first of a couple ECW history packages, and this was a pretty good one. This is pretty thorough of like, you want to show somebody what is ECW? This is pretty good.
Yeah, these are good. Like these are good little packages.
Because you also learned some things during these. Because
Yeah,
this is the one that has the ring breaking from the
Yes.
Public Enemy party.
So cool. So cool. And it does. It showcases what ECW really was. It was chaotic. It was extreme. It was hardcore. But it was also such a like knit community. It was a moment in time. It was one of ECW is really one of those you had to be there. And I'm still mad to this day that I wasn't.
We didn't see the seats of the WWE Invaders again. Still empty. Our second match tonight, it is Psychosis versus Rey Mysterio Jr. Psychosis comes out in his mask and then takes it off to the delight of the crowd.
Boo!
Yeah, Joey's
Why
like,
are you
"The
taking
delight of the
your
crowd."
mask off?
Boo.
Why are you taking your mask off? Like, listen, he's not a bad looking guy. It's just like, why would you do this?
Don't come out with it if you're not going to wear it.
Exactly. This just feels wrong. It feels like you're saying fuck you to the audience.
It's the WWE-ification of
yeah.
him.
More so WCW, because remember, WCW is the one that unmasked him first.
Yeah. Well, I think Psychosis is also coming out on a lawnmower at this time.
Oh, God.
Rey Mysterio comes out in gray, red, and blue, which made us ask,
Who's that Pokemon?
or mostly me ask, because I wanted this and you're like, come on.
I have one. It's not one that I even really know much about.
Okay, Emily, who did you come out with?
Hakamoto?
Yeah, you don't know that one.
I mean, if I remember correctly, the vibe is there.
I went with Skarmory. I went way simpler.
Yeah. See, why didn't we switch? We should have switched.
Because I thought it was Skarmory, and he went, no.
I think it was because there was more yellow in his outfit too.
There's a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, and Skarmory has no yellow. And if we're playing the game that you play where it has to have every single color, then I'm better. I'm right. Vibes, though, I do think you win.
So,
Hakamoto from Gen 7. What the fuck is this?
it is the middle stage of the pseudo-legendary.
If you say so. He looks sick.
I also want to note how long these two guys were in ECW, because this is another one of those that's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I forget that Rey Mysterio was in ECW.
He was there for 6 months.
Same as Jericho.
Psychosis was there for 2 months in 1995 and then 3 months in 2000.
So he did 2 tours, basically, and still totaled less time than Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is another pretty short match that I don't really have much for, if I'm being totally honest. The two lock up, and Joey notes they've apparently faced off 500 times, but only 3 at ECW. Like, really putting over the fact that this is not an ECW.
This is not an ECW feud. This is not an ECW duo. 500 times? That's kind of crazy.
I don't know that I believe that.
No, that's got to be an inflation.
The two do U.S. arm-based lucha libre to some put the mask on chants.
Commentary does note here, I can't remember if it's Mick or if it's Joey. ECW fans will let you know what they think and how they feel. Which is so true. And I've always really loved that about ECW. Like, they're a little crass. They're a lot crass. And they're a little, like, jump to conclusions. But if you want to know what a crowd thinks, put a match in front of an ECW crowd. They'll tell you.
Yeah. They'll tell you you can't work.
I mean, they're telling you what they think, though.
Psychosis catches Ray out of the air and hits a front facebuster. Ray hits a springboard moonsault press. Then Psychosis locks in a Glargay sleeper to boos. They go to the outside, and I'm pretty sure the crowd boos the lack of dive to the outside.
Yeah, they're just not interested in this match. So anything that they're doing that is not over the top, it's like, yeah, fuck them.
Psychosis lays Ray on the barricade and hits a psycho guillotine leg drop. Ray dodges a corner dropkick, then hits a pop-up facebuster, then dodges a charge in the corner, so Psychosis bumps into some attractive women in the front row.
Oh no, what a crazy accident.
Ray hits a diving senton onto Psychosis in the crowd. Back in the ring, Ray hits a 619 to Booze and a West
They booed
Coast.
the 619.
Yeah, it's very much a WWE thing, but
What?
he hits a West Coast pop, which kind of gets them back, and Ray wins. Like, that's the match. It's so quick.
It's really quick. It's really underwhelming. I can't believe they booed a 619.
Not going to be the only time tonight.
That's crazy. But the crowd is just so vocal. It's shocking how vocal they are. And I love that.
Yeah, I noted this match. It's like, it was decent, like, you know, bit of fun, nothing too special. I think because there's not really the high stakes, it's just like, it doesn't feel disappointing in that, like, oh, that was it for a feud. It's just like okay, it was short, whatever.
I mean, that's what all these matches should be on a one-off show. They should be a bit of fun. It should be a good match with some entertaining points.
We then get the SmackDown Crusaders arriving. We have Kurt Angle, who gets drafted to Raw tomorrow night.
Oh, really?
But yeah, we have Kurt Angle, JBL, the Basham Brothers, Orlando Jordan, Carlito, Matt Morgan, who I don't think you would recognize because he had a black dye job going.
Oh, no.
And they get "fuck you SmackDown" chants, and this is where we get JBL going, "I got a ticket, you little Mexican."
Fuck JBL.
Yeah, he's definitely had some drinks here.
At least they've had one or two libations.
On the DVD for this, apparently there is a version that has JBL spliced in, because apparently he's mic'd up.
In the rafters?
Yes.
Oh, no.
So
That can't be good.
yeah, it's one that I'm like, I'm sure if this really fully came up again, there'd definitely be some conversations about JBL.
A little bit of cancel culture.
Because he's also making a bunch of gay jokes to Orlando Jordan the whole night. Because I don't know if Jordan's out at this point, but
I forgot that Orlando Jordan was in WWE.
yeah, he was JBL's chief of staff in the cabinet.
Sure. Yes, those are all things that I remember.
And the Basham brothers were like his security or something.
Yeah, that makes sense. We can talk about this era of WWE for an hour. Because the JBL title reign, weird time. Bad time.
But anyway, SmackDown is here,
Yay.
and Joey Styles is like, get the camera off them, go to anything. Cut to Roadkill doing a Rob Van Dam impression, and Danny Doring comes in, and then it just gets cut off, and we go back to the Invaders, and then it goes to a package. And on the network, this is just fully cut, so this was just a production mistake on the day.
So what were they doing back there?
They were going to be thrown into some sort of package, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, this was weird.
But like that's basically it for Danny Doring and Roadkill getting screen time.
Cut to anything random Roadkill and Danny Doring conversation.
Because then we get another History of ECW package, and this one did feel like the less important stuff. This was like the B tier stuff.
This is the stuff that, like, if you were watching it, you remember in the time, I'm assuming. Like, the little pieces of, like, oh, remember these two fighting against these two, whatever. The first one was, like, the big marquee moments. This is more, you had to be there.
We then get Joel Gurtner showing up in the WWE section, but he's cut off by Kurt Angle, and then is violently shoved over by JBL. And I'm like, that's the moment where, like, that railing is pretty low. You
Sure
very
is.
much almost pushed him over the railing.
Yeah, one of those two people on the WWE side was doing a story. The other one was doing something real.
Yeah, I'm sure that won't come up later in the show.
Uh-oh.
Kurt insults the crowd, then responds to "you suck dick" chants with "your mother taught me how," which I think is meant to be like silly Kurt Angle, like, I'm a man who loves to play with boys. No.
Yeah.
But He then references walking out of his original ECW experience. Like,
Oh,
yeah.
does he reference it? I missed this.
Yeah. He's like, I was there and it was disgusting. And I'm like, I didn't want to be any part of it. I'm like, yeah, that's true.
That's accurate. You were there on a bad day, Kurt.
But tonight they're going to kick ECW's ass.
Notice how that wasn't in the package.
Yeah.
Sorry, we left out the crucifixion.
JBL then grabs the mic and says he can sell out MSG a block away and ECW can barely fill a bingo hall.
Ooh.
Then insults internet fan during shut the fuck up chants. JBL then notes that anyone here could be ECW because, like, you're all out of shape losers. You fit right in. He says he's above them and a wrestling god, and no one in the ring tonight will make it to his level. And the only reason this pay-per-view will succeed is because of him.
But, like, the fact that he's saying, like, oh, yeah, any of you could be ECW wrestlers and saying that as an insult just proves that JBL has no idea what ECW is and what the appeal of ECW is.
Yeah, I mean...
To me, ECW is the everyman. This is the Steve Austins, but in a whole company.
Don't make me say the name. Because what you're invoking is just Mikey Whipwreck.
No, I'm thinking of Sandman. Like that, he's not ripped. He doesn't look like a wrestler. He looks like a guy who has a bit of a pain kink. I don't know. Anybody could be that.
Yeah, like, as you noted, certain guys feel like they're working. Other guys, not so much. Because I look at the Basham brothers and I'm like, oh yeah, I bet you fucking hate ECW, don't you? Like, you have no beef with them.
No.
Like, JBL, a little insecure man. Like, Jesus Christ. I was reminded of how petty his commentary is when Sting comes to WWE.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because that was the other company. That was the enemy. So, fuck this guy.
Well.
And there probably is a little bit of that here, but...
Yeah, I think the JBL just sees Sandman being something that he could never be even if he tried and is jealous.
But the SmackDown promo is cut off by Rob Van Dam and Bill Alfonso.
Hell yeah, Rob Van Dam.
And Van Dam has a pretty sizable knee brace on. He is hurt here.
Ugh, hate that.
He has a mic, soaks in the Rob Van Dam chants. RVD says he hates that the SmackDown guys are here because they have nothing to do with this and the people are already sick of them.
That's true.
And it's like, yeah, this drew better than SmackDown, so...
No, that's like the forced integration of Raw and SmackDown. Like, why are we doing this? There's no point to this except for maybe, like, the rando that bought the pay-per-view that's like, where are my guys?
I disagree.
Really? This isn't about them. RVD's right.
It's not, but you need the old man saying, no, turn that music down. To be anti-establishment, you need the establishment to disapprove.
Yeah, okay, fair. I think that we could have done that with a more interesting group of people. Or at least a better, like, well-spoken group of people.
Yeah, I feel like they should have flipped Raw and SmackDown coming out.
Yeah. But then it would just given JBL more time to get drunk.
He's drinking up there.
Oh, is he? Does he have beer? I forget.
There's someone coming by, and he's ordering beers and tells the waitress, I want to look at your butt.
Does he say that?
Apparently.
My God.
Rob Van Dam notes that he's shooting tonight, and he's going to go back to before all he said was cool and whatever, which, yeah, he fucking hated that.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
He says he's the whole fucking show and missed your pay-per-view, and says Rob Van Dam 420 means I just smoked your ass. He and Fonzie then go over how long he held the television title and calls it the best part of his career. Because at this point...
Did he have the world championship?
Not yet.
Oh.
He wins it for the first time next year.
Jeez.
Van Dam notes that this show was genuinely his idea, and it was just to, like, relive, like, the good times, and he's pissed that he had to get knee and leg surgery, and it's worse than missing the Japan tour, Booker T's wedding, and WrestleMania.
Ugh.
Which those three things just feel like very different vibes.
Yeah. Booker T's back there like, what the hell, man?
Then we get Rhino coming out, and he attacks Rob Van Dam. Rhino, who would have been very recently fired, which we'll get to in a minute.
Oh, whose side are you on, Rhino?
Rhino takes off the knee brace of RVD, and the lights go out. They come back here, and for the first time in a very long time, Sabu is in the ECW ring.
Oh.
Because he left on bad terms.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We covered that in our ECW episodes, but it was like he is not part of us now. And
oh, shit.
yeah, I guess time healed those wounds or whatever. But yeah, it is Sabu in the ring, and I'm glad they got to do the lights out gimmick at least once tonight.
Is that a thing for Sabu?
Just for ECW.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I forget. Like, That's not something on the more recent pay-per-views. Like, they didn't do that in Guilty as Charged.
Maybe not on some of the later ones, but yeah, it's definitely an earlier days thing. Like, it's not meant to be a magic thing. It's literally just meant to,
Yeah.
like, induce a pop kind of thing.
Yeah.
Personally, and this is not an uncommon opinion, the best one of these is the crowd is chanting for, like, Taz, and the lights go out, and they come back up, and it's Jerry Lawler. And that's the promo of this bingo hall should be made out of toilet paper. There's nothing in it but shit.
Jesus Christ.
Like, evil heel Jerry Lawler in 97.
Damn.
Like, it's a
All
weird
right,
sight.
yeah.
We then get a referee coming in, ringing the bell, and we have a match. It's Sabu versus Rhino. Rhino takes Sabu down and hits a belly-to-belly. Rhino hits a back elbow to "You got fired" chants. Because after the WrestleMania party, he apparently got very drunk, like, during and or after a fight with his wife, and, like, threw a flower pot and it broke, and there were executives from Spike, and they're like,
Get this guy out of here.
Yep, and he got fired.
Shit. Well, that's great.
Sabu hits Rhino with a chair, then uses it to jump onto the top rope for a dive to the floor. They brawl at ringside, and Sabu throws a chair into Rhino. Rhino blocks Sabu, putting him through a table, then kicks Sabu around and flips off the crowd. Rhino slams Sabu, then goes up top and gets stopped for a top rope Frankensteiner and a slingshot leg lariat. Bill Alfonso throws Sabu a chair to vault off into another leg lariat and then a leg drop. Rhino trips Sabu up, sending him into a chair, and then hits a TKO onto it as well. Rhino hits an alley-oop, then tries for a gore, but the referee is pulled into the way. Rhino hits a pile driver, but Rob Van Dam then throws a chair into Rhino and hits the running Van Sarah Connor. I'm like, you just had knee surgery. Don't do this.
I know. But, I mean, again, this is after knee surgery. There's always that, like, idea of, like, well, I'm going to get surgery.
No, he already
like,
got
I've already
it.
got a schedule. But no, this is after the fact. God damn it, Rob.
Bill Alfonso then throws the table in the ring. RVD lays Rhino's head on it for a diving Arabian facebuster with a chair, and Sabu wins.
Hell yeah, Sabu, and your cool-ass shoes.
I have a hunch that Rob Van Dam's spot was not necessarily approved beforehand.
Probably not.
I don't know that, but it wouldn't shock me.
Oh, I can totally see that being a, like, in-the-moment vibes move. Yeah.
Oh, no. I think he had that planned. I don't
He
think...
just didn't say anything to the match writers. Yeah, fair.
This was another quick but fun match. This one didn't feel like it was missing time, but...
No, this one did not. You're right. This felt a little strange to me.
Yeah, it's just getting everybody on in a fun way, and, you know, you have Rhino coming out being a violent prick. It's like, that works for the character.
Listen, I'm not mad. It's just, it's giving kind of Heroes of Wrestling in a sense, where it's like, literally,
How dare you.
I know, hear me out, where you have like a whole roster of names, and you're just like throwing spaghetti at the wall, putting matches together, like, fuck it, put them together, get them on the show. It's just giving, there's no stakes, there's no reason, it's just go.
Except all these are well cooked and stick to the wall, and with Heroes of Wrestling, you actually...
throwing uncooked spaghetti noodles.
You threw a pot of uncooked spaghetti, and it broke the wall, and the wall was a load-bearing wall.
Jesus Christ.
That said, obviously he ends up fine, but Rob Van Dam's inclusion made me nervous, because I don't think he comes back until, like, the Rumble.
That's not that long.
It's like 7 or 8 months from now. We then go backstage. Al Snow is talking to Head, and he blames Head for inviting the SmackDown assholes.
I love Head and Al Snow. This is like, so to me, I know this. Wow, what a unique take, Emily. To me, the nostalgia times of wrestling is that first year that you showed me of SmackDown, like when we first started watching wrestling, like I guess Attitude Era, but it's I don't remember. I think it was 2000 or was it 99? Doesn't matter.
99.
It's Mick Foley, it's Head, it's Al Snow, it's Steve Blackman, it's Head Cheese, it's Boss Man, Tastes Like Chicken. Like that's my nostalgia. So when I see Al Snow and Head, I'm like, aw, my babies.
Well, the Head gimmick started in ECW.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, because they also, there's a great visual. It's probably in one of the packages too, of they like gave Mannequin Heads out. I'm pretty sure they asked for him back after the show, but they gave him out like during the show, and everyone is like shaking in beat with Al.
Hell yeah, that's so cool.
But Al then throws to another video package, and yeah, this is why I think that Danny Doring and Roadkill were absolutely going to throw to a package.
Yeah, you're right.
Like this package, it just like goes to show how much lore is just packed into a few years of like those early days pre pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Of all the guys that it's like, oh yeah, this is before that. Like they were not here during that.
Yeah, genuinely. And like that's what I was saying about that first package, or that package right before this too, where it's not the big memorable moments, but it's all the little pieces that built ECW and created that community and that cult following and why people love this shit.
Then back in the arena, we get the Raw fuckers showing up. Eric Bischoff, Edge, Christian, Rob Conway, William Regal, Snitsky, Tyson Tomko, Maven, and Jonathan Coachman.
Inarguably a better team. Objectively.
I mean, the fact that Eric Bischoff like actually has beef with the company, it's like, all right,
That is
makes more sense.
Yeah.
But they show just in time for our next match. It's Chris Benoit versus Eddie Guerrero. And yeah, this is a weird one. It's a weird one.
It's a weird match vibes wise.
It's also weirdly worked, but I think I have an explanation for that. But yeah, it's like, all right, Eddie is going to pass away in the next 6 months, and that's going to very much affect Chris Benoit. It's like it's hard to not think about.
To think about that here. Yeah, how long were both of these men in ECW?
Glad you asked, Emily. Benoit was here for 12 months, so
Okay, a year. Yeah, that makes sense.
Eddie was there for 4 months.
Woof.
Yeah, it's like we're getting shorter again. And yeah, the vibes are weird in just like the world around this match, but also Eddie Guerrero comes out and everyone's like, oh my God, he looks so off. And it's like, is he in a great place? No. That said, he just turned heel and is working on that character.
Right.
And I think a lot of it is that.
Yeah, I think I agree with you.
Like 2 weeks ago, he beat the living fuck out of Rey Mysterio. And like, we're in the middle of the, why'd you make me do that, Rey? I have a bedtime story for Dominic.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, this is all leading to Boy at a Pole.
Hell yeah. But when we went into the show, you're like, this is going to be the worst match on the card. I'm like, Benoit and Guerrero is the worst match? You're going to have to convince me of that one.
They lock up, but Eddie heals it up in the corner twice. We get a I fucked Lita chant to Edge in the balcony.
Yeah. So glad you guys are watching what's going on in the ring.
Joey Styles notes it's appropriate that these two men are wrestling on a canvas because they are truly artists of their craft.
Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Both of these men are very good at what they do. And yes, there is a argument to be made about wrestling being an artistic medium. 100%. Don't call them artists on a canvas. That's so pretentious. Shut up.
We then get She's Got Herpes chants from the crowd.
And we bring it right back. All right.
And I'm like, wait, Eddie is stalling, and the crowd chants, you screwed Matt. Like, all right, keep going.
Oh my God. Yeah. Can we watch what's going on in there? I'm not following what the crowd is saying because I'm like watching the match and they're talking to Edge. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Just for context, yeah, this is right after Matt Hardy got fired for going on his blog and shitting all over Alita and Edge.
Not his blog.
Yeah. We've done this before, but it's like, oh, I can't believe he got fired for getting cheated on. It's like, no, because he was a weird dick about it.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I think even he has admitted so in recent years. Eddie and Benoit hit chops in the ring, but still keep it fairly slow. Benoit powers out of a hold, hits a back suplex, but Eddie hits chops, then locks in a rest hold, so we get fuck you Bischoff chants. Eddie dodges Benoit and the two go to the floor. Eddie hits a chair shot to the back of Benoit, then brings Benoit up for a superplex. Eddie's nose is bleeding from somewhere, and then he misses a frog splash. Benoit starts a comeback with a bunch of chops, and then hits a Northern Lights suplex. Benoit hits a superplex, then goes for triple Germans, and manages to hit them despite Eddie trying to fight off. Benoit then goes up top and hits, in the words of Joey Styles, a suicide headbutt.
Don't fucking say that.
Benoit then goes for a crossface and locks it in, and eventually Eddie taps out. And the two stand off, and yeah, it is a little weird.
It's a little bit awkward. I would never say that this was a bad match. This was like, it wasn't a bummer. It was technical. It was a wrestling match with no interference, no ECW-ness.
It starts slow.
It does start slow.
And when the SmackDown guys came out, we had Rob Van Dam come to a promo to like...
To shit on him, yeah.
Yeah. Here, it was the Raw guys came out, and we kind of didn't really leave focus from them.
Right.
So... The first half of this match is slow, which causes the crowd to chant and get distracted, but second half kind of gets there.
Yeah, it's out of place on this card. I think that this would be fully in place on a regular WWE show. I think this is fully expected from these two. This match, like, yeah, was it a masterpiece? No. But it was good enough. It was technical. It was good. This is more of a like Raw level match, I think. It's not a pay-per-view match by any means. But it's just out of place on a show like an ECW pay-per-view.
Well, it's funny you say that because the next thing we get is an ad for Vengeance.
There you go. I'm sure it would go great on Vengeance.
We have Joel Gurtner coming back to the balcony and he approaches Eric Bischoff.
Oh God, Joel, please don't do this.
He cuts himself off because he has a question for him. Can I have a job?
It was more desperate than that. It was, can I please have a job?
Eric Bischoff does a good spit take. He then takes the mic for a promo and says he won't hire Joel and then hypes up how much better Raw is than ECW. Like, pretty standard here. Just like, get a little heat on you.
But Eric Bischoff is really nasty with like the hell no, I won't. Say what you will about Eric Bischoff. The man's dramatic and he knows when to deliver.
Yeah, he's a good performer.
Yeah, he is. We've never said that is untrue.
He just shouldn't be writing his own material.
Yes.
To end up with him making out with Miss Becky. But as I was saying, the text of the promo is nothing special. But something that is special is our next match.
Okay, so this next match, Nick literally looked at me before we watched it and said, this is a lizard brain match.
You need to turn your brain off for this one. You need to not think about the horrors.
Not the horrors.
Our next match is Mike Awesome versus Masato Tanaka. This is one of my favorite matches of all time. And you know who else apparently loves this match?
Who?
This is apparently Gunther's favorite WWE match.
No way.
Apparently.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what? Fuck it. Whatever.
And Mike Awesome comes out and Joey Styles fucking hates Mike Awesome.
Really?
You didn't hear this? He's a Judas.
Oh, I guess I didn't catch the malice.
Yeah, like Mick Foley's going, calm the fuck down, bro. It took a federal injunction for him to I'm like, calm the fuck down. Yeah.
Whoa. You're kind of harshing the vibe, dude.
He took a check from Eric Bischoff when he was champion. It's like, yeah, because you were paying him.
What? Yeah.
Remember I noted at the end of last episode of like, oh yeah, you can leave. And then people did, you get this.
Oh, I can't believe you left. What?
And commentary like really wants to tie Mike Awesome to Eric Bischoff.
Yeah.
But then the WWE guys turn their back to this match. So clearly there's no camaraderie there.
No. That little move made me chuckle though, because in my head, there are guys up there that have absolutely no stakes in this game. Like, what if they just wanted to watch the match?
Yeah. Oh, again, like Matt Morgan. Oh, I'm sure you got beef.
Yeah. He might just want to watch Mike Awesome and Masato Tanaka.
Oh, and apparently in the JBL commentary, he's like, oh man, I'd hate to look like Mike Awesome. And it's like, brother, you do. You have the same fucking body at this point. And then with Masato Tanaka, he just keeps going, that's my doorman.
Oh my God.
And make sure everyone hears the joke.
Yeah. Did you hear me? That's my doorman. You got that?
And then Eric Bischoff goes, what's the matter? Forget your scissors?
I said, did you forget your scissors?
But yeah, this is a lizard brain match. The two trade strikes. Awesome hits a belly to belly, then vaults in the ring for a vaulting shoulder block, and then dives to the outside, which prompts quite the line from Joey Styles. Suicide dive by Mike Awesome, and it's a shame he didn't succeed in taking his own life. Yeah, 2 years.
God.
Like, it's wrestling. You had an in memoriam package earlier, and you noted these guys die young.
You know that this is a problem in your industry. Don't make a suicide joke.
But he took our belt, Emily. So
I don't fucking care. Oh my God. Lizard brain. It's all in a vacuum. Nothing is real. Everything is fake.
Tanaka sends Awesome into the crowd, then hits a running chair shot to Awesome. Awesome gets a boot up on the outside, then throws Tanaka back in, but grabs a table and sets it up on the guardrail. Awesome clotheslines Tanaka from the apron, then powerbombs Tanaka from the apron through the ringside table.
Jesus.
Awesome hits an awesome splash for a 2, and we see JBL mocking the match. He's like, yeah, kick out. Come on, yeah.
Do it. You won't.
Awesome hits another powerbomb in the ring, then grabs another chair from ringside. Mike Awesome then swings for the goddamn fences and dents the fuck out of this chair with 3 massive chair shots to the head of Tanaka.
Ugh. Like, these were gnarly. These were intense. We have a wrestling chair in our office that we record in that is messed up from, like, in-ring work. This chair looks like you can sit in it compared to what Mike Awesome does to this chair.
Tanaka then hits a flipping stunner out of the corner and hits a tornado DDT onto a pile of chairs near the corner, then effectively hits a grounded concerto, then a diving one. Mike Awesome dodges an elbow and hits a German suplex and a spear. Mike Awesome then hits a diving chair shot to the head.
Oof.
Awesome throws another table in as Mick Foley invokes that 70s guy.
That 70s guy. Like, talk about niche. Like, you need to be so aware of culture and wrestling as a whole. Wrestling culture, not culture. Shut up.
Oh, you don't know Mike Awesome?
You don't know that 70s guy, you uncultured swine.
And they say white people don't have culture. See, if he was really cultured, he would have referenced the fat chick Thriller.
That's true. Oh my god, that opera singer gimmick that Jarrett did. Oh my god.
He didn't do it. He had a woman with him.
I hated that.
Awesome sets Tanaka up in the corner, and Tanaka hits a tornado DDT off the top rope through the table. They then go back up top, and Mike Awesome hits an Awesome Bomb standing on the top rope through the remnants of the table. He then sets up a table at ringside, powerbombs Tanaka from the ring to outside it, then dives from off camera onto Tanaka and gets the win.
My god.
Oh, and apparently post-match, Mike Awesome powerbombed the ref. Like, I just missed that, yeah.
How much furniture was destroyed in this match?
A lot. There was a chant at one point, and I agree with it, of the crowd just going, "This match rules."
Hell yeah. That's so much better than This Is Awesome.
Is it actually good? Who knows, but this is EC fucking W.
Hell yeah.
Oh, and fuck JBL.
There was no blood. That's the only thing that was missing. If one of them bladed, that's fucking ECW, brother.
As we noted, this is very much like oh my god, like the toll of these two men.
Yeah.
And we talked about what happened to Mike Awesome.
Yeah.
Masato Tanaka has wrestled a match in the past month in 2026.
Where?
Japan.
The fuck?
He wrestled a match on February 9th, 2026. Because I'm like, all right, I know he ends up like, okay. But I'm like, how is he doing now? And I'm like, this motherfucker.
He's thriving. I mean, we can't really be that surprised. Like, Rey Mysterio is still wrestling. He's on this show.
Very different styles.
I suppose, yeah. But still.
I mean, yeah. Tanaka's born in 1973, so he's 32 here.
He's your age.
So that makes him 53 now.
That's still so young.
Yeah.
He could come back to WWE for a run.
He never went to WWE, actually.
Oh, shit.
He does do a almost like tribute to this match next year with Balls Mahoney.
Sure.
Talks about that Mike Awesome.
Oh, no balls on this show.
He appears briefly.
We don't get the ball song.
No. Or we actually do, but it's not the proper ball song.
Oh.
I have my ear out for it. It's like, now it's the instrumental.
No, I need to hear the biggest balls of them all.
We then get Joey Styles thanking the fans for being part of the show, and we hear the ECW theme hit. Some lad in a tux walks out first. And Joey's like, oh, it's Bob Ortiz.
Sure, you say so.
It's the original ring announcer. He's going to come out for this. I don't know why he randomly walked by then, but...
Okay.
But who actually comes out, it's Paul Heyman.
Paul E. Dangerously.
The fans bow down to Heyman, and Heyman drops to his knees to thank them.
So he also gets a little misty-eyed. Did you think this was a work?
This one I believed.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
What made it different for you? Between Paul Heyman and Joey Styles?
I don't know. Maybe Paul's just a better liar.
Yeah, well, we know that's true.
I also heard it in Paul's voice versus Joey just kind of like tightened his face. Like, ugh.
Yeah.
But yeah, Paul tears up at thank you, Paul chants, and then blames the tears on smoking a joint backstage with Van Dam.
Hell yeah.
Paul Heyman thanks Todd Gordon for getting him started in ECW Creative, then thanks his TV partners who were at ringside. I'm like,
Oh.
I'm so used to hating TNN, I forget that like there's like TV people you'd actually like.
Yeah, that's true.
I assume these are the people like, from like the local New York market that had them on.
Yeah, that would actually be broadcasting it. Yeah, probably.
I've kind of decided that I'm just going to play this promo because it's just going to sound lame of me running through it.
And I was going to take the high road and just say thank you and leave.
Don't take the high road, Paul.
But I have something to say to you. You see, I've waited a long time to say this to you, Eric Bischoff. wait a minute. Hide your wives, it's Edge. I know nobody with a written promo has the balls to say this to you, but I have 2 words for you. Matt freaking Hardy! Forgot about you. Mr. Shoot Promo himself. Bounce checks. ECW went out of business. Hey, John, on a personal note, from all of us, just to you, since you want to shoot, cowboy, the only reason you were WWE champion for a year is because Triple H didn't want to work Tuesday. Right there, so the whole world can see us. This ain't WCW. This ain't Monday Night Raw. This ain't SmackDown. This ain't even WWE. This, my friends, is ECW.
Paul then says he was going to take the high road and leave, but he has something to say to the WWE invaders. And this is deemed as like a classic promo. I think it's one that, I'm going to run through and it's not going to sound cool. 2, I think it does lose a little luster each year.
Okay.
But he knows Eric Bischoff, they are not at a WCW reunion. They're at an ECW show, and you're in our house, bitch.
He's right, though. Nobody from WCW is like, let's do a reunion. No.
Paul then says, hide your wives, it's Edge. And he has 2 words for him. Matt freaking Hardy.
That's 3 words.
Yeah, and
that's 3.
all of them are like, that's 3.
That's like, that's a meme that you see everywhere, even to this day. Just Edge going, that's 3.
Yeah, but like again, that's one of those, it's like, yeah, they brought Matt back, so it doesn't feel as cutting.
Yeah, it's fine.
However, the line that does seem cutting, especially because Paul Heyman would have been on the booking committee at the time. He then shifts to JBL and says the only reason you were WWE champion for a year is because Triple H didn't want to work Tuesdays. Which is such a good fucking line.
So at this time, was SmackDown Tuesdays?
It was taped on Tuesdays, airs on Fridays, but
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
The only thing that saves JBL from looking really bad in this is he actually is doing something dickish but funny up in the rafters. He is miming writing checks and then bouncing them.
That is good. That's clever.
But Heyman closes by noting, this isn't Raw, SmackDown, this isn't WWE, this is EC fucking W.
Hell yeah, brother.
And yeah, it's a fun promo. Paul obviously does it better than me, but it's also shorter than I remember.
Yeah.
Like, he has 3 insults, and that's it.
It's classic, but you also have to be very aware of what was going on at the time for this to be as cutting as it was at the time.
We then go to a random ad for a Rob Zombie film, The Devil's Rejects.
Sure.
And then we go into our main event. And our main event is the Dudley Boys versus Tommy Dreamer and the Sandman.
Hell yeah.
And as I noted at the top here, we have the live version. So we have the Sandman entrance. Hell yeah. And in celebration of what is deemed one of the greatest entrances of all time, we'll do our best to fill air as we attempt to chug these beers along with the Sandman.
Listen to some nice, smooth Enter Sandman. And go. Fuck, it's cold. Oh, you got it?
I got one sip left.
I got about halfway. Hell yeah, man. You got better gullet than I do.
Yeah, pretty full of burps now. But, like, at the start of it, the music hits, and, like, even Tommy Dreamer fucking pops for it.
Yeah. This is one of those moments that's, like, even if you're in the... Like, the Dudleys, come on. They've got to look at this and be like, this is fucking cool.
Oh, I think they do.
Yeah, you can't see this as a feud right now. This is ECW. This is a moment where you just stop, look at the audience, take it in, and be like, we're fucking here.
Yeah, because it's 2005. We haven't seen Sandman on national TV in 4 years. And he comes out and he does the Sandman. Like, it's not diluted like it is next year. It is as you remember it. And I would assume people rightfully doubted that would be the case.
I mean, we just watched Guilty as Charged in the Hammerstein Ballroom.
Yeah.
It is like a 1-for-1.
Dreamer and Sandman go over to the crowd, and we see Elektra, Chris Chetty, and C.W. Anderson, who
just sitting
here to watch. They pour beer on Elektra's boobs, and
hell yeah.
Yeah, they're like fairly respectful with her. It feels
they
like.
Are, yeah. That's your friend. Like, you don't want to be weird with your friend.
But this is just pure ECW. Like
this
it
is
really.
ECW.
The only kind of lame part of this, admittedly, is Mick Foley. At one point goes, "Joey, they're actually singing the song." They're like, "Buddy, lay out." But I'm like, I thought wrestling fans didn't discover singing along until the 2020s, but yeah. Like I struggle to think of a single instance of any crowd in wrestling like singing along between here and like 2021. Really? I don't know why wrestling fans went, "No, we can't sing along." Maybe it has to do with just like I'm not reacting, but it was not a common arena-wide thing. It didn't feel like. Maybe
it just wasn't reflected on TV well, because I have a very hard time believing that.
Yeah, because even the like John Cena sucks thing chant, we've noticed, like that's mid 2010s. That is not an early days John Cena thing. The closest you get is the "You suck" chant, which is partially why that was so notable. Was, oh my god, it's to a beat.
I suppose, yeah. No one sang along with the game?
No, and actually...
Or Sexy Boy? Oh my god, I would sing along with Sexy Boy.
You know how I know no one was doing it at the time? R-Truth's gimmick was, I'm going to sing a song of call and response. And that was like the most you got. People going, "What's up?"
When I time travel, I'm going back, I'm going to start singing the songs. I'm going to make it a thing. Learn how to break the walls down. You think you know me? They didn't say you think you know me?
No.
Christian? And last you're on your own? What? There are so many songs that I would be singing along to in this moment. What do you mean you're not singing along?
You're also picking heel songs. Also, the Christian one.
Christian.
Yeah, after that, are you just going to be belting? Have
you met me?
That's fair. There is a match here.
We didn't really give the Dudleys their flowers in that entrance. It was really all about Sandman. That's okay.
So the Dudleys have also been gone for about a year at this point.
Okay. So that was also kind of a return.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think they had been in the group that had been showing up on Raw to like help promote this, though.
Okay.
So I say there's a match that should start, but before the match happens, we're interrupted by the BWO.
Hell yeah.
And Joey openly laughs about how Eric Bischoff couldn't sue ECW for copyright infringement because it was legally deemed parody.
Oh, yeah. I forgot that they actually said that.
Stevie invokes Eric Bischoff, who I think is holding back laughing, honestly.
It's hard not to. Like, come on. This is so quintessentially, like, nostalgic. This was such a moment. Like, fuck your gimmicks. Fuck your fake beef. Like, just enjoy be a wrestling fan for a second.
Yeah, and I mean, he's just reveling also being the smug prick for tonight.
Yeah, well.
Because, oh my god, I think it's during the Paul Heyman promo, he has the most Eric Bischoff image ever of the shit-eating grin flipping Paul the Bird. It's like, it is so quintessentially Eric Bischoff.
Yeah, it was pretty great.
But the BWO have 3 simple words. We're taking over. So they take out Sandman, and a litany of people who didn't make the card come out to make the save. It's Balls Mahoney, Kid Cash, Axel Rotten. Everyone brawls to the apron for a Kid Cash dive off the referee. And the match then actually finally starts. Bubba hits a back suplex, then a cookie sheet shot.
Hell yeah. Fuck a cookie sheet.
Bubba then, in the first minute of this match, uses a cheese grater on Tommy Dreamer, who's already bleeding.
It's
so
not a
early.
Tommy Dreamer match without crazy early bleeding for no good reason. But the cheese grater, I have to say, that's along the same lines as sticking a fork into an open wound. I couldn't look. I did not watch that happen. I can't. I have a very fine line of hardcore blood and gore spots that I can handle. That I can't.
Dreamer dodges a dive, but walks into a reverse 3D. Sandman puts a ladder on Dreamer for a Terry Funk spot, and then Dreamer lays it in the corner. Dreamer then grabs the cheese grater and uses it on Bubba, and Sandman drop-toe holds Devon onto a trash can. The camera misses some side action as we just hear weapon shots. Sandman hits a rolling rock onto a ladder, and then Devon accidentally eats a chair shot from Bubba. Bubba hits a frog splash on Sandman on a ladder for a 2 count. Sandman dodges a cane shot, which hits Bubba, and then Sandman hits a White Russian leg sweep. Dreamer and Sandman then lock in dodgy figure 4s. Then the Impact players interfere. Like, oh, okay, you're out here.
Why not?
Sandman eats a That's Incredible on like a tumbleweed of barbed wire.
Yeah. A tumbleweed of barb. That's the right word for it. Like, what else would you call that? Yeah, it's just a ball.
Then someone who we had not seen all night, Francine, runs down to low blow Tommy Dreamer.
Hell yeah, Francine.
Beulah McGillicuddy then
Hell
comes
yeah,
out.
Beulah.
And Emily, what do the two of them do?
They catfight.
Not going to attempt to do a Joey Styles version?
They do what women in ECW do.
Yeah, he does like that. Catfight.
That was good. That's all women in ECW do. They show up, they look hot, and they catfight.
So you're able to see like up their skirt to their butt.
Yeah, well, you like that more than I do.
The Impact players grab Beulah, but it's the one thing they didn't want to happen, and then she low blows Storm. I'm like, I don't think I've seen that on somebody who's not meant to be like a wrestler. It's like, you two are just this bad. You couldn't hold 90-pound Beulah McGillicuddy.
Yeah, come on. She's 90 pounds soaking wet. Like, this is a tiny woman. She's not even the pregnant one.
A very bloody Tommy Dreamer and Beulah hug in the ring, and it's like, I don't know.
I think he says thank you to her.
It's his wife, so.
That's his wife?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're married.
Still?
I don't know.
In this moment, they're married. Well, I had no idea that Tommy married Beulah McGillicuddy.
Yeah, they're married for a good amount of time at this point, too.
Now, did Tommy take the McGillicuddy name, or did they hyphenate?
I think they gave that to their fake son, Michael.
Michael, yeah, of course.
From this moment on.
The genesis of McGillicuddy.
You missed restarting that like 4 times first.
The genesis.
No, from this moment on, starting right now, this moment will be the moment of the genesis of McGillicuddy.
It wasn't intentional for him to be a descendant of Beulah.
No.
Why did we came up with the name McGillicuddy twice?
Well,
What the fuck?
her shoot name is McGillicuddy. They got married in 2002.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and apparently they are still married, even though
Aw.
I feel like they hear plenty of quotes from Tommy Dreamer going, "She hates me."
Well, he does travel a lot now, so maybe he's just trying to get away.
I think the thank you was like hey, I just need to come like do this.
Yeah.
It's not going to stop him from fucking redoing it for the next like 10 years,
Yeah.
but or it was just thanks for coming out and doing the spot too.
Like, thanks for being a sport. Like, thanks for playing along.
The married couple duck a pair of deadly clotheslines and then hit double DDTs, and Beulah's was a bit shoddy. Bubba bumped a little early. Sandman then lays a chair on Devon's balls, and Tommy Dreamer hits it with some sort of street sign. I think he does a little was up too, like first.
You have to.
Bubba comes in, smashes both men with a kendo stick, then grabs the table. The Dudleys set the table up and powerbombs Sandman through it, but he kicks out. Dreamer then tries to take out the Dudleys, but runs into a 3D. The crowd then chant for fire, and out comes Spike Dudley with lighter fluid.
Hell yeah! See, this is where my lizard brain goes. As soon as lighter fluid is brought into the conversation, I'm in.
They spray the crap out of this table with it, and
Hell yeah.
they light it ablaze and powerbomb Tommy Dreamer through the flaming table and pin him for the win.
Bitches see a flaming table and say, hell yeah. It's me, I'm bitches.
Post-match, Sandman saves Beulah from getting basically killed by the Dudley Boys, then looks over at Dreamer and shouts that he needs a beer. It's Steve Austin in a fucking XFL jersey.
Oh, yeah, well, this was an XFL jersey. I forgot.
Yeah, Joey Styles is like, I'm not even going to make fun of that. So I'm like, oh, are you foreshadowing how WWE ECW is going to go? It's going to flame out in like less than a year?
Oh, don't say that. Don't make it real.
So Steve Austin then brings everyone in the back out for a beer bash, and I don't know who makes the call, but they let Chris Chetty and C.W. Anderson in too, because they're like, oh, fuck it.
Yeah, why not? They were there. They were part of it. Come celebrate.
And
yeah.
I don't know if he's in the crowd or backstage or what, but Johnny Swinger is also here.
Fuck yeah.
Don't say fuck yeah to Johnny Swinger.
Fuck yeah, Johnny Swinger. I don't know. Everyone who was part of it is allowed to be here. I'm happy that you're all here. I'm happy that you're all happy.
Austin then says it's not beer time yet because he came out to see a fight, then challenges the WWE Invaders to come down to the ring, but notes he'll be watching with a beer at ringside, and nobody kind of moves, and he's like, all right, I'm going to count down from 10, and after that, I'm going to come up there and like whip your ass, and that's enough threat. They come down.
Yeah.
There's 12 of them, but
I mean,
with the high ground.
Literal high ground. I don't know. Even with all 12 of them, like, the people in the ring can take these guys down. I have no fear for that.
So the WWE guys come down. Bischoff slips away to commentary, but fucking Jonathan Coachman still has to go brawl with everybody. Like, all right. They stare down to "We Want Taz" chants, and Taz's music hits.
Hell yeah. With, like, no time left.
Like, thank God they had that plan, because also Angle looks so fucking veiny here.
Oh, I know.
Taz and Angle stare down and then start the brawl, and Taz chokes Kurt Angle out on the ramp, and the WWE guys are cleared one by one, but it's a bit of a mess. And
yeah, it is.
JBL is then the last one out, and it looks like the ECW guys are like holding on to him a little bit to get some extra shots in. And if you look around, you can see that the Blue Meanie's face is absolutely busted up. Mm-hmm. Now, we are obviously not the first people to talk about this. I joke, it's like, cool, there's the Montreal Screwjob, there's the fucking Territories, and then there's JBL shooting on the Blue Meanie. It's like the three most referenced.
Oh, actually?
Yeah.
I hear about the curtain call more than this.
Fair. So what happens here is, and you can hear it a little bit in the commentary as well, yeah, JBL's been drinking all day, and he decides, fuck the Blue Meanie.
Yeah.
I'm going to go beat the shit out of him during this segment. And if you watch the brawl, you can see him make a beeline for the Blue Meanie and just start punching him for real.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's a cunt about it.
You can just leave it as, yeah, he's a cunt, because he is.
So, in the most wrestling thing ever, as opposed to pressing charges or anything, they booked the Blue Meanie versus JBL on SmackDown, and Blue Meanie got to win, along with a very stiff chair shot from Stevie Richards that he's like, no, I wasn't being unsafe with him. He's just taller. And because it looks like this bit of the chair gets him, like the top
headrest,
the thing with no give. It looks like, you can see that's what hits him. And Stevie Richards has since been like, no, I
didn't do that.
But yeah, so the most wrestling thing is like, you get to beat JBL.
Fuck JBL.
That's JBL's punishment, is he has to lose the meaning on TV.
I mean, that's a pretty bad punishment for a guy with an ego as big as JBL's.
Yeah, but like, you did just assault the man.
Yeah, 100%. And we all saw it on camera.
Yeah, with intent. Like, you see him push people out of the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, JBL, I think
that guy.
I think clearly some people got wind of it, because yeah, they are holding on to him as they're trying to pull him out. Like, no, take your lumps.
Yeah, figure it out. Learn to never do this again.
Steve Austin then gets back in the ring, but it's still not beer o'clock, and he's wearing JBL's hat. Austin then asks Mick Foley to bring Eric Bischoff to ringside as Sandman just pesters Austin for a beer.
Sandman wants a beer so badly.
Here's your damn beer, kid. Jesus Christ.
That is a verbatim quote from Steve Austin during this. Jesus Christ, here's your damn beer, son.
So Bischoff is like
Fuck
brought
off.
past the WWE guys, which I feel like logistically they didn't think about.
Yeah.
Because, like, Coach kind of makes a little bit of a fuss and then gets scared off. So Bischoff is brought in the ring, and Steve Austin calls for all the WWE guys he knows to hit their moves on Eric Bischoff.
Good.
Because it was the Dudleys, it was Chris Benoit with a very unfortunate, kill this son of a bitch. He calls for the 619, which gets booed again.
Again? Like, come on, we're beating a Bischoff here. Can you get on our team?
Austin then asks Eric Bischoff his thoughts on the evening, and Bischoff yells, fuck ECW. So Austin hits a stunner, and the Dudleys carry him out during a beer bash.
Hell yeah.
Austin wants to do a beer pouring spot with Sandman during the celebration, where he's like, oh, like, pour it in your mouth, but Sandman's just going, ECW.
He's so hyped up. He's got so much adrenaline in him, and like any spot that Steve Austin's trying to do, it's like lost. No chance.
They do manage to get Sandman and Austin up on the stage for Joey Styles to shout, ECW lives, and we close the broadcast.
Long live ECW.
The next night on Raw, in the words of Eric Bischoff, last night never happened. And they move on.
They never talk about it?
The most you get is in the main event segment, Batista's like, oh, dude, Kurt Angle, you got choked out last night. That's it.
Fuck. Why? That was a good show. Why wouldn't you want to talk about it?
It was a non-canon show.
Ugh, fuck you. Shut up. It was canon. You don't get to have non-canon shows in WWE. You're not allowed.
So we focused a lot on the main event and, yeah, the JBL fucking thing. And I think people focus so much on the post-match of the main event, they kind of ignore like a great like ECW main event.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
This was so ECW coded. Like, this is exactly what you would get from an ECW show, with the weird run-ins, with the factions, with fucking Boss Mahoney. Like, everyone's just here.
Yeah.
And it's brawl, and we're hitting with like street signs and chairs and kendo sticks. It's just chaos. Yeah, the fact that's ECW.
The Tommy Dreamer was blading in the first minute. It's like
in the first minute, we should have done time
a perfect snapshot.
Yes.
Of this type of ECW match.
Yeah. It's a trash brawl.
I've also seen the show like noted as like a potential like cover in like music terms of Heatwave 98, which has a very like similar group in the main event, has Awesome and Tanaka, like has all the similar styles kind of thing. So yeah, I almost want to go back and watch that match to see how similar it is to this.
So if it's not broke, don't fix it. And if it's for a new audience, run it back, yeah.
The post-match was a bit of fun.
It was.
It was a good use of Taz because he's a big lad here, and he I don't know if it's the weight or his neck that makes him like not really able to work a match, but it was a good use of him. Give the crowd the one last little pop, and
that's also very ECW, like bringing that last guy, just the one more.
Now, admittedly, I did note that like the end of that show feels very let's have the WWE guys do their thing, especially Austin, who he was hurt for some of it, so he's cutting promos, but effectively he was in ECW for 3 months. And I know it was an important 3 months for him mentally, but it's like, guys, come on. I know CW Anderson's not going to fill the building, but like, come on.
I mean, they needed Steve Austin though. And the way that they put him into this show, I think was really effective. Like kind of pairing him up with the big beer drinker. Like that reveal was pretty good.
Yeah.
That was pretty great actually. If Sandman needs a beer, who are you going to call in the building?
Here's your damn beer, son. Jesus Christ. I'm going to start dropping that for you if you want something. Liner. Like if I forget to like bring you a drink.
Here's your damn beer, son.
Jesus
it's going to be like an iced tea. Here's your damn beer.
Thoughts on this show as a whole?
I loved it. I really did. This is just so like, this is why I love this company. This is why I love ECW. I know it's not the same, but goddamn are they trying. And it's close. I loved the vibe. I loved the energy. 99% of the matches were great. Like, I loved it.
Yeah, I think maybe it's because I've seen this show. I did love this show. I think time is starting to expose some elements. Like, upon like a rewatch and all that, we're like, oh yeah, all the matches are really quick. And like, oh, your edgy line doesn't quite hit as hard. But like, of the time, like this was such a breath of fresh air.
It's a time capsule. It's a snapshot, like what you were saying.
Yeah. And I would struggle, as much as I noted, like, oh, it's a lot of WWE heavy, I would very much struggle to put together a better tribute show. Mm-hmm. Like, this hit so many good notes.
Yeah.
I mean, admittedly, I think cut the Benoit Eddie match and just give all the earlier matches like an extra
One more
minute or two. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I agree. I'm never going to say to cut it a Benoit Eddie match, though.
I think there also is the element of like, look, as much as these guys weren't ECW long, it's like giving the flowers backwards of like,
We're here because of your influence.
yeah, it was essential to their career.
Yeah.
So like that's the weird element of ECW was very important to those people.
Yeah.
But I don't think those people were all that important to ECW.
Right. But it was a good way to tie in for people who bought the pay-per-view without really knowing ECW. It's a good way to tie in those viewers of like, yeah, they didn't watch ECW, but they know who Lance Storm is. They know who Chris Benoit is. They know who Eddie Guerrero is. They know Rey Mysterio. They know these people. So it's a good way to keep them interested.
Yeah, I mean, in reality, like, who of quality is missing from this show? Like, Jerry Lynn, I'm kind of surprised they didn't do anything with Cyrus, but...
I mean, a little bit, yeah. Some, like, little commentary thing could have been cute with Cyrus.
I think, as opposed to having Joel come out the second time and ask for a job...
That could have been Cyrus.
Have Cyrus come out and like
That's
do
way more
a
in
fucking
character.
shit and grin handshake with Eric Bischoff
That's
of
so
like
much more in
this is a
character.
man who knows good television.
Yeah, that would have made more sense. I don't even know where Cyrus is at this time either. Maybe he just didn't wanna.
Like I said, he's on Hardcore Homecoming. I think he.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. Jerry Lynn, New Jack. Not
that's
here
what I was
tonight.
gonna say. Like, not necessarily
He was never making it.
quality,
Yeah.
but like for nostalgia, for like who is ECW? For for better or for worse, New Jack is pretty ECW.
But this is our last ECW show. I
Yeah.
guess final thoughts on ECW.
I'm really happy we went and watched ECW along with our timeline. I had so much fun with ECW. Like, these are matches and shows that I'm going to like think about and want to revisit in the future. ECW is so much fun. It's such a different energy from anything that we're currently watching in WCW, anything that Raw is putting up against it, and anything that we're watching in current day too. This is just, it's such a beast of its own that only really seems to be replicated in those little indie shows that you'll find in like in the bingo halls, you know? Like, that is really the only place that I can see this sort of legacy continuing. So I'm happy that we got to watch it.
Yeah, it made me actually like really hungry to go watch the earlier stuff. The stuff that everyone goes, oh no, this
That's
is ECW.
ECW.
Because apparently if like what we watch, oh that's not, I'm like, a lot of that was still great. So the problem is finding it right now.
Exactly.
We noted on the last episode that there is this re-CW fan project of them like restoring stuff. So if we can find that, I'd love to watch some of like the 95 and 96 stuff from them.
Yeah, I'd be down.
And it's been covered in every documentary. They had a lot of good ideas. They ran out of steam. And a lot of the guys who were on those last shows, like, yeah, they're not here tonight because they never quite made it far enough.
Yeah, I think that, like, I don't know that they ran out of steam. I think that this could have kept going if they had money. I don't think the steam would have died out as much as people say it would if they were able to keep the funding up.
Potentially. I mean, there was definitely talented guys there, but it's just they
It's just sad to see that, like, this is a case of creativity will only get you so far. If you don't have the funding and the support to back up your creative ventures, it's gonna die.
especially in a world where at any moment one of your guys can go get paid 10 times the amount of money
Exactly.
to go do the thing elsewhere, and then it's like, oh well, they're gone now.
And it's dead. Yep.
But Emily, let's finally close out our ECW chapter and side series with best bit, worst bit, and MVP. Emily, what is your best bit?
I think I'm going to give it to the main event, but primarily the Sandman. I mean, the Sandman entrance is so iconic. The main event was so chaos. Like, the main event is the best bit.
As much as I love Awesome versus Tanaka, I literally had to make sure we had this version of the show for the Sandman entrance. And if something makes me do that, that has to be the best bit.
Yeah, I agree.
Emily, what is your worst bit of the show?
See, this was harder. I had something penciled in, and then you kind of convinced me otherwise. So I guess the worst bit is the match that I was the least interested in, which was unfortunately Rey and Psychosis.
What did you originally have?
The forced integration with Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah.
Parts of it felt really forced and like really shoehorned. And then you made the argument of like, no, you need the old man telling these kids to quiet down.
Yeah, it's funny. I had Ray Psychosis penciled in, and I actually am going to change it to Eddie and Benoit.
I think you kind of convinced yourself that match wasn't up to snuff.
Part of what it is what was our complaint with Ray and Psychosis? They didn't get that much time. Eddie and Benoit got time.
That's true.
And it feels like they wasted it.
Fair. Okay. I disagree, but I see where you're coming from.
And then, Emily, who is your MVP?
It's got to be Sandman.
Okay.
It's got to be.
I'm not going Sandman for mine.
Sandman is my guy in ECW. He's the reason why I love ECW. He embodies this company. He is what gets me excited to watch the show.
Honorable mention, just because he doesn't do enough, but like he plays his role perfectly. Honorable mention to Eric Bischoff.
Oh my God, yes. He is so good at being a smug prick.
But if I'm not giving that match best bit, Mike Awesome's getting my fucking
That's
MVP.
fair. That's very fair.
Even though he does not take the majority of the bumps in that match, so maybe it should be Tanaka, but I'm giving it to Mike Awesome because it's one of those like, oh yeah, this is why you love Mike Awesome.
Are you sure you don't want to give it to Mikey Whipwreck?
I'm good.
Sure you don't want to say it just one more time?
I'm fine.
What's his name?
I don't know. I've already forgotten. I'm moving on to bigger things.
God damn it. Just say it one more time.
Mikey Whipwreck.
Yay!
Yeah, I say I'm moving on to better things. I don't know who we are, because we're back to WCW next, Emily. We're back to the Go Home Nitro for Sin. So the countdown is on.
Our break is over. We have to go back.
Don't worry, you'll get a break soon, Emily.
Fuck you. This is like that meme from Lost where they're just screaming, "We have to go back." I don't want to go back.
It'll be fine. It'll be fun. It'll be fun.
Fine. It's great.
We're going to have a massive weather report of two
Oh
thunders.
my God. You're going to have to remind me so much of like what we were coming back into.
Yeah, I figure. Yeah, so next up we have the January 8th, 2001 WWE Monday Nitro before we go to Sin. And it's smooth sailing outside of our little bonus WrestleMania episode. Like
smooth sailing is putting it,
I'm saying there are no side ventures.
True. We are straight on till morning through WCW.
Morning with a U.
Yep.
But if you haven't had enough ECW and want to listen to some of our back catalog with that, which I did, and it's just a wild vibe of how far we've come as a podcast for some of the early episodes. You can listen to podcasts everywhere podcasts are found except for SoundCloud. You can follow us on social media at Butts in the Pod, although admittedly we're not really doing anything over there. And then patreon.com/Butts in the Seats. We're chugging through the rise of the NWO. We just put out Uncensored 1997, and Sting's finally doing shit over there. He's not wrestling, but he's doing stuff.
Kinda. He's there.
If you want to hear about the next death of ECW, we have ECW December to Dismember.
I wouldn't recommend it.
You would not recommend an episode of our podcast?
No.
I guess not. Sorry, gang. But there's plenty of good stuff over there, and it all costs $5 a month.
Yeah, $5 a month. So many things, so many little ventures.
But Emily, any final thoughts?
I'm sad to see ECW in the rearview mirror.
Yeah, I really hope it ends up streaming somewhere or getting a YouTube channel or something, because that is the deepest shame of this. But hey, at least this one you still can go watch.
That's true. Yeah.
But hey, at least you'll see some of these guys during the invasion. But got a while before then. But until our next Nitro, I'm Nick.
I'm Emily.
And thanks for listening to Butts in the Seats podcast.
Bye.